on the run as police search for answers, calling this a double homicide.
All right, and welcome to the show, Matrix Decoded, the #1 expert in the house. Yes, I'm the world-leading love and relationship expert and red pill master, Ricardo, the red pill. Yes. Okay, maybe I'm not that special, but yeah, I am, because I'm the only one that's here to bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and help you decode the matrix. While everybody's playing games and being weird, I think most of these new red pillars are quite, they're sus, bro.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
And I'm a real man. I've multiple tours of war. I'm just a hardcore guy. I'm old school. I'm an older guy. I'm here to help you and take care of you because I love you guys. I love you. So I'm going to bring you the truth, the whole truth. Welcome to part 2 of this series. What an amazing series this is already and going to be. It's phenomenal. Yes. And very dramatic. Okay. And so this is a series, my first series I'm doing on this new setup we have. This is about what women want, because if you don't understand what women want in full, and each show is a different category. The first show we did, part 1, we're on part 2 tonight. Part 1 of this journey was about her bodily autonomy. She wants control over her own body. And some of you think that the lady should have it, and that's unfortunate. Because men don't have bodily autonomy. We got to be drafted to war and lose our life for the greater good of the country. Maybe ladies have to do something that's great for the country too. Just maybe once. Think about other people. But anyway, some would say female nature can sometimes be selfish, and I tend to agree. But tonight's show is going to be awesome. It's going to be a 2-part show, 2-part live stream. I'm going to try to spend some time with you and take care of you. So get cozy and do whatever you do, like feast with your family over it. This is definitely not a family friendly show. So, but you can bring your family if you're just not friendly with them. I'm just not a family friendly type of creator. Maybe I am. We'll see tonight. Depends on if I get in my feminine feels or not, and I get all triggered, right?
I'm triggered.
I'm already triggered and we ain't even started yet. So let's go. Let's get into this. Tonight's show, I'm not going to go to the slides yet. Well, or should I? I don't even know where to go. Also featuring little Ricky down there in the bottom of your screen. And yes, my arms look huge because sometimes they are. Anyway, whatever. So we're going to do this. Hopefully everything's on for you. You can hear everything. I think... Okay, so tonight's show is about her safety. I didn't say that part. It's about her safety. So let's explore that first. Let's get into what it means when it comes to women wanting safety. All right, so we'll go here. Well, if I knew how to control my own slides here. So when it comes to her safety, we're going to go here. All right, Ricky's doing great tonight. All right, so what we have here, guys, is physical. Okay. Now, in case you're new to the series, I will explain this from the top. For each part of the series, we have a page that looks like this, a slide that looks like this, and it's basically broken down 1, 2, and 3. It's what she wants. First, up top is a category, of course, her safety, right? And then it's what she wants, why she wants it, and how men, children, and society are affected by what she wants, and whether or not she gets it from a husband in a proper situation or not. And that can be a disaster if she gets it somewhere else. But as we saw in episode 1 of this series, but tonight it's episode 2, and congratulations for being here. It's going down tonight. And I promise you, I'm going to show you and tell you things in a way that you've never heard, because nobody can do it like Ricky. I am the world leader in this field. So let's go. Now, we'll start with what she wants. Physical and psychological safety. She wants to feel safe in her body. Don't you touch that girl. And she has a right to feel that way. I mean, as men, we feel that way too. We want to be safe. We don't want nobody messing with us. So I understand that part for her. And then she wants psychological safety. She wants to think how she wants to think. And even if she freaks out, she still doesn't want there to be a problem. Even when she spazzes out on you, and she should feel safely not getting in any trouble. Anyway, goodness. Ladies, we got you here tonight. Freedom from violence is what she wants. Freedom from harassment, coercion, and fear. You want freedom from fear. I don't know who gets to live that life. Let me know where that's at. Because we all have to face a certain amount of fear, I believe, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ricky's the one that's weird. In a world, look at this part. In a world where she can walk alone at night. Oh My God. Ma'am, that world where you can walk alone at night has never existed in 5,000 years of recorded human history. Golly, if that's what you want, good luck. And the reason is because you are the bag. Women are the bag. Their value is internal to their body. Men's value is external primarily. So that's why men can walk down the street and generally be left alone unless he's wearing a big old diamond gold chain and carrying a suitcase with $2 million in it. Otherwise, nobody wants what's in our body. But you are the bag. Your value is internal, meaning under your skin. Maybe get that, and then we can talk about you never walking alone at night. I wouldn't want that for my wife, girlfriend, daughter's mother, or anybody. But anyway, you want to live alone. Another big mistake. And you want to exist without being a target. Never going to happen. And we can't even make a law to make, I mean, they've made every law to try to protect you from that, but it still cannot happen because once again, you are the value. So right now tonight, guys, we are going to start with the portion of this. I think we're going to start with the violence portion. We'll analyze some videos of women with the, the violent situations that can happen and that have happened. So let's go over here. Boom. We are on our tall screen, and there's little Ricky number 2. Hey, what's up, little Ricky dog? He's with us. All right, so we got him in the house. He's here to keep me and you company. I know you feel safe, ladies. It's about your safety tonight, so I know you feel safe with little Ricky in the house. He'll whoop on anybody who tries to jump up on you, girl. We got you. All right, so this first case, I'm not going to explain much. This is a creator that had basically she got caught up in a bad situation. Let's hear the story, then we'll play it again and break it down and analyze what went on.
A Mexican beauty influencer has been shot dead during a TikTok live stream. 23-year-old Valeria Marquez was at the beauty salon where she worked in the central city of Zapopan when a man entered and shot her. Earlier in the live stream, Ms. Marquez seemed concerned when she told her 200,000 followers that someone had come to the salon to deliver her an expensive gift while she wasn't there. Moments before her death, she is heard saying, "They're coming," before muting the video. The state prosecutor says the incident is being investigated as femicide, which is the killing of women and girls based on their gender. Femicide is on the rise in Mexico. Around 10 women and girls are killed every day by partners or family members, one of the highest rates in Latin America.
These are
all right. And that's interesting. So
a Mexican
we'll go back to this. All right. This time, now that you've heard that, and that's unfortunate. Condolences to her family and such, but I'm here to tell the truth, and that's going to be the very harsh personal part. So let's get into that thing.
A Mexican beauty influencer has been shot dead during a TikTok live stream.
Okay, first thing, she's a Mexican beauty influencer. So what does that mean? She's an Instagram model, right? She's Instagram model, as you can see here. That sure looks like a whole lot of filters, but that's how they do. And I mean, Ricky would do the same thing. Whatever. And so basically, she's most likely single or living a life alone. And so she's going to be generally, the women who do this are generally going to be unprotected, yet they demand safety. So I sense an unsafe lifestyle up front, and that's why I stopped it there. But let's continue.
23-year-old Valeria Marquez was at the beauty...
And also she's 23, which is right at the female peak of beauty, and men want her, jealous of her, all kind of things are going on. This is the stage of life. This is the exact stage of life beyond, for other predatory people who like young people. But this is a stage of life for women where they need the most protection. So this raises a huge question, right? Like, this is where they're most beautiful and wanted by people who would want to be offensive towards them. And why are we leaving our women unprotected at this stage? Let's go.
Beauty salon where she worked in the central city of Zapopan when a...
Okay, that's the problem right there. They are literally, she just said, in a beauty salon where she worked, why are you working, ma'am? 22 is the female peak. You've been beautiful probably your whole life. You could, okay, if you had a husband, and look at how beautiful she is, right? You can go out and find a husband with sufficient enough money who will accept you as a wife to where you don't have to go to a workplace. So guys, the first major point I want to make here is when we send our women to a workplace and they have to go to work outside of the home or outside of the security of a man or men who love them, they're going to be unsafe. Yet you're demanding to be safe. You want to be safe in spaces where you're not supposed to be safe. You're not protected. You're not secured in most of these situations. And we all know that. You are not under tight security measures. And so that is the problem right here already.
A man entered and shot her. Earlier in the live stream, Ms. Marquez seemed...
So they said a man just entered and shot her. All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you were at home, that wouldn't be so easy for a man to just enter and do that. You would have a husband, somebody there. You would have personal security measures. That's the problem. So you're living let's just be honest here. You're living a risky life, but you want safe outcomes, right? So you basically want these safe, hold on a second. You basically want these safe outcomes, but you're living this risky life. You are the bag. Your personal body in space is what the offenders, predators, or whatever are out for. But you want to take that to workplaces. You want to promote your body and the access to and make people dream of access to it on social media, yet you want to feel safe at the same time. That math is not mathing at all. But let's continue.
Concerned when she told her 200,000 followers that someone had come to the salon to deliver her an expensive gift while she wasn't there. Moments before her death, she is heard saying, "They're coming," before muting the video. The state prosecutor says the incident is being investigated as femicide, which is the killing of women and girls based on their gender.
Okay, I have a major problem with that part. Ma'am, you're talking about femicide. All right. That's just a scare tactic and a thing to make, well, our women are unsafe or unsafe because they're women. I don't think there's many of these murders that happen based upon she's a woman. I think we need to take her out because she's a woman. So the way they explain this femicide thing, I need to do more exploration of it, I promise. But that is not why. She wasn't taken out because she's a woman. There's other things involved. And they say that when it's relationships or whatever, it'd be like, well, if the woman gets taken out, it's like femicide, right? It's not just, why can't it just be homicide? She's a human. It's homicide, right? It's homicide. Excuse me. But when a man, they don't be like, it's manicide, and the wife got rid of him because he's a man. No, she got rid of him because she was unhappy. She was mad. She was angry. She was jealous, something, right? She was hurt. And I just think these feminist, naming everything after these feminist labels is just, it's really hurting us as a nation. But let's continue and see if we can get something out of the rest of this.
Femicide is on the rise in Mexico. Around 10 women and girls are killed every day by partners or family members, one of the highest rates in Latin America.
These are...
All right. So we did get a lot from that. Once again, my condolences. That's why I do this. I don't want to see our girls in harm's way, even if they're in Mexico. And I absolutely love beautiful women. So I definitely don't want to see this happen. But this wouldn't happen if she wouldn't have been at work. I mean, got to be honest about that. She's at work. She's promoting her body online to hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, Ricky, even me, I get a lot of views and stuff, and I have to be safe. I know people are after me. I know there's weirdos, even as a male. Yeah, they don't want to violate me in certain ways, but for somebody to come up and really try to do something, I know it's coming, so that's just something to really think about. So here's the next one. If you remember the name of this young lady, this was a major case a few years ago, and this led to the ICE actions and stuff on foreigners who are in the country trying to, the foreigners that come in and they may be illegals, right? And this young lady her case was a major case. Now check this out and you tell me what's wrong with this picture.
These are the last moments Laken Riley was seen alive minutes before she was attacked. On the third day of testimony, the prosecution played this footage captured by the University of Georgia campus camera system.
What time? You said 9:05 a.m.?
Yes.
And do you recognize that individual we see in the screen?
I do.
Who is that?
That is Laken Riley.
Video from around 6:50 a.m. on February 22nd shows a man dressed in dark clothing and wearing a hood lurking outside an apartment complex that is near the trail where Riley was eventually killed. The man, which phone data shows could be Jose Ibarra, can be seen standing and walking around the area for a little over an hour.
All right, so we have the Laken Riley case, right? Now let's go back through this because this was huge when it comes to deportation. It was used as a measure, like I say, to get ICE really going and different things. So let's go through it and let's break this part down.
These are the last moments Laken Riley was seen alive minutes before she was attacked. On the third day of testimony, the prosecution...
Simply Deep, 1985. I do see you in the chat, brother. What's up? I just turned my chat on the side. My lives right now, I'm just trying to run through these, man, because I have a lot to cover. But thank you for being here. Thank you for your support every time, brother. I do appreciate it. Let me start this over.
These are the last moments Laken Riley was seen alive minutes before she was attacked. On the third...
Okay. Right here, they say these are the last minutes Laken Riley was seen alive minutes before she was attacked and passed away. Well, the first problem here is you're running around in form-fitting clothing, check. And I'd say another big part is you're a physically attractive woman. I mean, what part of this makes sense if you want to be safe? You're alone. Like, okay. It's like, ladies, I really want you to understand. I got to hit the bigger screen for this. I can't, because I'm so annoyed right now. If you are a woman, particularly if you are an attractive woman, you should not be, you are the equivalent of a bag of money running around unprotected, right? That's how predators view you. They view you as a target, something of value, once again, because women's value is internal to their body, right? They view you as something as that has value. So therefore, why are you running around the streets alone? And then we have to hear a news story. She got raped. She got murdered by Bobby. I mean, come on. I want to totally blame the person who did it, but I think there's some accountability that has to go on all sides. You're running around form-fitting clothing, unprotected. Why don't you get a goddamn husband and run with your husband? Maybe that's what you should do. Maybe have a man run with your husband. Good Lord. Anyway.
Third day of testimony, the prosecution played this footage captured by the University of Georgia campus camera system.
What time? You said 9:05 a.m.?
Yes.
And do you recognize that individual we see in the screen?
Look at the pants. Look at these form-fitting yoga style pants, ass just jiggling around. Oh, man. I need us to wake up and understand that the reason she's unsafe is because she is the value. Just running around unprotected, white sneakers popping, all trying to be cute and fit. You can't do that. Get you at least a boyfriend, a long-term boyfriend. You guys start, if you like to run, find you a guy that can run with you. Hey, I want to be safe when I run, sir. Can you please come out and run with me? We got to get our workout. What's wrong with that? Why do you have to be independent? I'm independent and strong. Okay, you're independently gone right now. The hell is going on out here? Anyway, sorry, triggered.
I do.
Who is that?
That is Laken Riley.
Video from around 6:50 a.m. on February 22nd shows a man
Look
dressed
at this
in dark
creep.
clothing.
There he is, stalking, looking for something. He's over in the trees and the bushes, looking for something thick and juicy. Just like an old lion just over there, like a predatory animal just waiting. He's in all black, hoodied up, ain't got no good intentions. But how do you get guys like this off the street? You can't. He's not even an American. This is a foreigner, we found out. Illegal, I'm sorry. This is a disaster. And American women think they're going to be safe. Just running around with no male protection. You know, little Ricky in the bottom of the screen, he can come protect you, ladies. If you want some protection, RickyRedPill@gmail.com. Hit me up. Never mind, I'm just playing.
And wearing a hood, lurking outside an apartment complex that is near the trail where Riley was eventually killed. The man, which phone data shows could be Jose.
The boy got a whole man purse on his hip too. Like, bro, this is he got a whole purse on his hip. I just say it. So he got the whole attack pack, just walking around. And when somebody sees this, there's nothing they can say.
Phone data shows could be Jose Ibarra, can be seen standing.
Jose Ibarra, illegal Ibarra, over here attacking American women who are running around alone and unprotected. Okay.
And walking around the area for a little over an hour.
Were you at home today?
Oh my goodness. I'm already triggered here. I've lost it. I'm triggered. But we'll continue. Here's the last video on the violence part, because they said they want freedom from violence. Yeah, that's what this is. And next we'll move to harassment, but let's check this out. When I saw this, kind of broke my heart, and I have a huge heart to break. But let's check this video out and we'll cover it. I'll play it through first.
Were you at home today? With your mom?
Yes, and her is dead.
Really? I'm sorry.
Yes, but the big boy did it.
The big boy did it? What big boy?
I was born in it.
Was there one boy?
3 boys.
3 boys?
They're all over the floor. And my mom told them to get out. Were them grown-ups? Or kids? Or what? Grown-ups. Grown-ups? Yes. They killed my mom.
All right. So
Really? I'm sorry.
just before we go back through that, because this is what pisses me off about American women and single mother culture. Okay. Here's what does it for me. As a product of this Americanized woman and Western woman, feminism, and they work for companies, so they don't want to marry men. They just want to use men for random smecks and to have children when they want it. And even if they're not working women, they'll choose welfare, right, over the men. Here we have a very small little girl who's having to explain to police detectives about witnessing her mother's unaliving. She had to witness it with her own eyes. No telling what else that little girl went through. You have a single mother there with children in the house, or at least one, right? And no father there for protection. 3 men are in the home, and the little girl explains that the mother told them to get out. It wasn't one guy, it was 3 grown men, she says. She probably knew them. She had probably slept with one of them or something before, let's be honest, because single mothers just out here getting it in. They're so independent, but you want to be safe. This is just another example, my 3rd example video on this part of the topic about women saying they want safety, but you're saying you want safety on one hand, but on the other hand, you do everything else to make yourself unsafe. Ladies, the number one thing you can do to make yourself safe is to get you a goddamn husband. It's the only way. And we need to get, in my personal opinion, I'm not my opinion. I know what led to this situation where we have this mess all over the place. We need to get men more money so they become more financially viable to you. But the only way to do that, excuse me, is to get the women of our country to stop working in the workplace, the workforce, put the men back to work in the very few jobs that are left. I mean, foreign labor's here, AI's here, very few jobs left. Why don't you let the men handle the jobs? outside of the home. You can go sit down, be lovely, be safe, and then you'll have men who are financially viable and attractive to you that can marry you, become your husbands, and make your life safe. So I just don't want to keep hearing about how unsafe you feel when you're contributing to the problem. You're causing your own unsafety. I just showed you Laken Riley running around in form-fitting clothing before she was attacked and deceased. I just showed you a woman who wants to show her body off too on social media for millions of people to see, has hundreds of thousands of subscribers on Instagram. Yet she wants to go to work at a job with no security, as if she's going to be goddamn safe. And now we're looking at a little girl who had to witness her mother being unalived by multiple men. I don't like what we're doing to our families in this country. I don't like what we're doing to our children. I don't like what we're doing to the men and the women, because of their nature, guys. They're just going along with it. But let's continue.
Were you at home today with your mom?
Yes, and her is dead.
He asked, are you at home today with your mom? And she said, yep. And her is dead. If you don't understand what's wrong here, if you can't see it, I don't know what else to say to you to get you to understand this.
Really, I'm sorry.
Yes, but the big boy did it.
The big boy did it?
And then she said, the big boy did it. There was probably a guy in a group who was either larger or stronger than the other guys, and he took that aggressive move for whatever reason. I don't know. We won't know from this video the rest of the case and what happened. It's just an example of women and children not being safe, because I guess here in this case, you could say that, hey, since the mother put herself in a situation to be unsafe, if that woman has children, the children will also be unsafe. That's why the single mother epidemic and all these baby mamas, and that doesn't work for our country, guys. It doesn't work for the children, doesn't work for the men. I mean, thank God this little girl was able to make it out with her life, because they easily could have taken hers too, right? So no telling what this little girl's been through.
What big boy?
I was born in India.
Was there one boy?
3 boys.
3 boys?
So he asked, was there one boy? And she says, 3 boys.
Boys?
They rolled over the floor.
Hold on 1 second. I missed a part there. Something about they all over the floor. What does that say? Can you guys read that? Something on the floor. Let's see. They over the floor.
And my mom told them
And then my mom told them to get out. Oh, man.
to get out.
Were them grown-ups or kids or what?
Growing up.
Grown ups?
Yes. I killed my mom.
I'm liable to think with the floor thing, what was probably going on there. I mean,
when I was 16, I got 3 trains ran on me in 1 week by 3 different each time.
That is my wife, man. She belongs to the street.
I think that she was possibly having some type of intercourses with these guys, and probably had before. I'm just not sure. Maybe somebody got upset, mad. Just a horrible case. So I'm not going to stick to this. It just frustrates me. I wish I could, help it. And that's why I'm here. We're trying to help it. So let's go back to the slideshow. Uh-oh, wrong one. Sorry. My apologies. Let's go back to the slideshow. Here it is. So here, we just covered her freedom from violence. And as you see, she puts herself in harm's way all the goddamn time. American women claim they want safety, but they do everything to not be safe. So then we'll go to the harassment part, right? So let's check this out. I do have 3 or 4 videos on the harassment. We will analyze that, and then we'll come back to this screen and break it all down to end the show. Well, not the whole show, actually, excuse me, to end the first part of the live stream, and we'll continue from there. So let's check this out. Here we go into harassment, and let's see how this works out.
Street harassment is not confidence. It is not charm, not masculinity, and definitely not just fun. Congratulations, you made someone feel unsafe. What an achievement. Real strength is self-control. Real character is respect. And if your tension makes someone uncomfortable, it is not admiration, it is harassment. Thus be the reason she feels safe, not scared. Respect is real strength. Like, comment, and subscribe if you...
All right. So, I know bullshit when I hear it. And once again, they can't make sense of it. And that's why Ricky's here to make sense of it. Actually, guys, really, there's a lot of males. They're not really men. But there's a lot of males, and I would say some men who can't make sense of it either. That's why I exist, is to really get you an in-depth truth about the whole thing. So it seems like this is an innocent video about what men shouldn't do and harass women on the street. But here lies the major problem. Let's go here.
Street harassment is not confidence. It is not charm, not masculinity, and definitely not just fun.
Okay. Problem number 1. If a woman is walking down the street alone, okay, because this topic tonight is women want safety, right? We just covered violence. Now we're on harassment. You're walking down the street alone, ma'am. Your primary value to men in relationships, to their sexual activity, is at your skin level and inside of your body. That means as you walk down the street, you are the bag, right? You are the value. You're wearing, once again, we see in a woman that's showing off, her body with tighter fitting clothing and things. You're going to be harassed. Like, it's like a man walking down the street with, say he's walking down the street and he has just he's flexing. He gets out of a very nice car, highly expensive. Guys who are thirsty for money are going to be harassing him. Hey man, what's up? Can I be down with you? Different things. Can I borrow some money? Everybody, you know what I'm talking about. So you're going to be harassed based on the value that you have, or people are just bullies sometimes. But the biggest question is, why are you walking down the street alone? Is it because you're trying to go to work in the workplace? Well, then why are you in the workplace? Why don't you have a husband? You see what I'm saying? When you do the math of the situation, okay, are you going to the store? Like, if you had a husband in a great situation, you would be protected. You wouldn't be in the workplace. If you had a husband with money, you would be protected. All of this, you say you want these safeties, but you put yourself in the most unsafe situations. It's incredible. Let's continue.
Congratulations, you made someone feel unsafe. What an achievement. Real strength is self-control.
And real quick, hold on. Real quick. If you have money at home, right, and a bunch of jewels and diamonds and stuff, do you just leave them laying around your house? Or do you put them in something literally called a safe? You want to feel safe, ladies, but you don't want to be put in safe situations, like a safe life with a husband, like safe environments with men in your family, like your father or your brothers. The whole reason your father walks you down the aisle in a wedding, right? It's because there's a message being sent. The message is, sir, here's my daughter. I've loved and protected her entire life. I'm handing her off to you so you can do the same thing in her adult life, right? That is the message that is being sent in a fucking wedding. There should never come a time in a woman's life where she has to feel this level of unsafe, where she has to walk down the street alone. Why are you doing it? If you're walking down the street, it should be with men that are there to love and protect you. You should always have a guard, a body, excuse me, a bodyguard for your body because men view your body as valuable. This isn't rocket science. No. Come on. If you can't get this, I don't know where we're at. Let's continue this.
Is respect. And if your tension makes someone uncomfortable, it is not admiration, it is harassment. Thus be the reason she feels safe, not scared. Respect is real strength. Like, comment, and subscribe if you...
And no, I just have nothing good to say there. Let's go.
It's funny because...
All right, here's another video about harassment. So we'll check this out and I'll let it play through and then we'll see what we have to say afterwards.
It's funny because recently I was on the train and I had my big bag next to me and I turn around and at the time I didn't notice he was watching me. I thought he was watching me because my bag was there and he wanted to sit down. Yeah. So I turned around and I said, do you want to sit down? And he said, I would love to. And I thought that's a bit weird, but okay, cool, sit down. I'm on my phone replying to my emails. It's 11:30 at night, right? Oh, wow. And this is in the UK. But the train was full. There was loads of people on the train. Yeah. I'm replying on my phone and he keeps trying to talk to me. You know, you're so pretty. Are you a model? What's inside your bag? Can you show me your bag? Why are you on your phone? Why are you always on your phone? Do you not believe in connection? All of this stuff,
it's
right?
A random guy.
A random guy. He's about 40. What job do you have? You know, do you have a boyfriend? Oh, of course you do. What does he do? Oh, of course he does. How could I have guessed? So every question was like getting a bit more intrusive. And then at one point he was like, look at the way your eyes are staring at the keyboard. You're typing so quickly. And I was just like looking at him thinking, what on earth? Now, I've been in a situation a few times. I wouldn't say it happens all. It just feels like.
All right. So that video there.
It's funny because
there is so many jewels in this. I don't even know where to start. Oh man. So I do see your comment there. Let me see if I can read this comment real quick. Let's see. So as a man, we are at competition with ourselves, nature, economics, education, and society. Whereas a lot of women are only at war with their partner or the mob. I can't really see that. Trying to upgrade them or the. Okay. Yeah, the game is different for men and women. It's because women are born with value and men have to go out in the world and produce value, right? Her value is internal to her body. A man's primary relationship value is external, right? So we have to compete at a high level. And when you introduce women into our place of competition, which is the workplace, they end up retaining their initial value at 100%, yet they go take 50% of the value from men. So that's why we have this offset in society, right? We have this offset, Ricorian offset, because now men are operating at 50% because we can't make the money that we need to make in order to purchase a life with a great wife or women that we want to be with. And women go around saying that men aren't shit, basically. So that's the whole story right there. But let's continue. We're going to play this again. There's a lot of jewels in this video. She is spitting facts, and I'm going to show you where all the problems are. Let's go.
It's funny because recently I was on the train and I had...
Hold on, ma'am. You were on the train? Why were you on a train? Were you with your husband on a train? Okay. Like you're in an unsafe, unprotected space. You're on public transportation, but you want to feel safe and not harassed. I got you. Let's go.
My big bag next to me and I turn around and at the time I didn't notice he was watching me. I thought he was watching me because my bag was there and he wanted to sit down. Yeah. So I turned around and I said, do you want to sit down? And he said, I would love to. And I thought that's a bit weird, but okay, cool, sit down.
Okay. You offered him a goddamn seat. I mean, and you're on the train and you're pretty hot. And you don't expect him to be like, see if he can run some game and target you for a relationship, some smacks. Goofy thoughts. Let's go.
I'm on my phone replying to my emails. It's 11:30 at night, right?
Oh, wow.
And this is in the UK.
Hold on. You're on the train by yourself with your hot little ass at 11:30 at night. And you don't expect to be harassed. Oh my God. You expect to feel safe at 11 Hold on.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I mean, just to reiterate, you're a hot little piece of ass, okay? And at 11:30 at night, you're outside in the late night dark on a train, okay? On public transportation, and you expect horny or predatory men not to give you a problem, harass you, and sometimes you may be attacked. And you're out there without a mate, a partner, a man to protect you at all. Okay, but you're complaining. Got it. Okay, just wanted to make sure I was thinking correctly here. Goofy ass.
But the train was full. There was loads of people on the train. Yeah. I'm replying on my phone, and he keeps.
Okay, the train was full. There was loads of people on the train. I should have brought up the video of the young lady down in, what was that, North Carolina or somewhere? I mean, where the guy attacked her from behind her, the not Bosnian, but she was Ukrainian, if you guys remember that. It doesn't matter how many people are on a train if somebody wants to attack you in a certain way. We'll get to this in a minute because I'm triggered again by dumbass. I don't know what you call this. Female logic. I'm triggered. Golly.
He's trying to talk to me. You know, you're so pretty. Are you a model? What's inside your bag? Can you show me your bag? Why are you on your phone? Why are you always on your phone? Do you not believe in connection? All of this stuff.
It's
right?
a random guy.
Random guys.
Yeah, and you want us, and you're sitting here with your goof ass, wanting us to believe you're some type of victim. You're not a victim. You once again, you took all these steps, preliminary steps, to put yourself in a non-safe situation where you will be inevitably harassed, or at the minimum, some guy will try to court you, ask you out on a date, see if he can get some of that goddamn neck up out of you. And you're acting like you're a victim because of this. This is how we got here. This is how we got these stupid ass laws and these stupid ass situations where they think they should be out here and you're not safe, but then you claim you're so unsafe and unprotected. It is you, ma'am, not anybody else. But let's go.
40. What job do you have? You know, do you have a boyfriend? Oh, of course you do. What does he do? Oh, of course he does. How could I have guessed? So every question was like getting a bit more intrusive. And then
intrusive. Okay, hold on. She just said every question is getting a bit more intrusive. 11:30 at night, you're on public transportation, so he's thinking your ass is probably a cute girl that's probably broke because you're not in a car, and you're probably single because you're out here without a man at 11:30 at night. He's doing the math that you just might be a thought.
When I start selling.
Oh my God. And so he's asking you probing questions because he likes you. He's asking you questions to see if something could happen. But because you don't think he's the most gorgeous guy you've ever met, and because you're not going to give him some ass tonight or drop that neck, you think he's a creep. I get it. So now you're a victim. Guys, this is the same thing that happens in the workplace when this is why I don't even holler at chicks in the workplace. I never have. It's never a thing you should do if you want to keep that job and not be in HR real quick at some point. Because if they like you, then when you talk to them, holler and try to set things up. Okay, cool. You're not creepy. It's not harassment. But if she does not like you, if she thinks that you're not cute and that you're a creep and she would never let you enter her body, then now you're a harasser. Now you're a creep and you'll be in HR. You'll be losing your job. You're on a watch list and you know it. But let's go with her bullshit. At
one point he was like, look at the way your eyes are staring at the keyboard. You're typing so quickly. And I was just like looking at him thinking, what on earth? Now, I've been in a situation a few times. I wouldn't say it happens all.
It just feels like this is such...
All right, so that was some major bullshit. I'm not sure what this video is, so we'll check it out and then we'll talk about it like usual. Let's go.
It just feels like this is such a busy area in Soho. You could walk down the road here and every woman would have a story to tell about being hassled by a man.
And just as we were trying to finish filming, the harassment continued from another man.
Oh, do you mind leaving me alone?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Hi, that
Hold on, bro.
It just feels like...
Oh, no. No, I'm not witnessing this. Okay, look. She's like, we're in Soho, and I'm not sure where Soho is. It might be in California or somewhere else. I don't know. I'm ignorant to it. But doesn't matter, because what do you see? A bunch of party people. You see boobies out. Tight women. Excuse me. Ricky's under the weather or something. Been like this for a few days. But you see boobies out. Tight wearing stuff. Women, it's a Friday, Saturday night. Looks like party time. Look at the lights, all right? Come on, man. This is a party. And yeah, dudes are going to holler at you. But if you don't like it or you're a raging feminist, then you call it harassment. Let's get real. I'm going to stop this one a lot. Hold on.
It just feels like this is such a busy area.
Look at these. And look at you out here, face all lit up, blue eyes. You have dyed blonde hair, which is a huge indicator that you might be into dropping that, or at least a minimum level of thottery. Let's go.
Area in Soho. You could walk down the road here.
Okay. What do you see right here? Tight. Jesus. Oh. This is what you call a party scene. It's a party scene. It's a festive atmosphere, nightlife. Men and women have drinks out here. They're wearing things. All the girls got skirts on and tight form-fitting ass cheek jiggling clothing. And you're like, they're being harassed. When guys holler at them and try to, maybe some guy's gonna meet his freaking wife out here tonight. Like, what are you talking about? Maybe some woman's gonna meet the man of her dreams out here tonight. We met at this restaurant. We were both having martinis. And you're out here like, it's harassment. Don't talk to her. Like, what is, I just, weird. I swear you shouldn't vote because of this. Your thought processes are hella weird. Real bad. Really bad. But let's continue.
And every woman would have a story to tell about being hassled by a man.
And just as we were trying to finish filming, the harassment continued from a...
And just as we were trying to finish filming, the harassment continued. A young man walked up behind me. I could tell that his bloody balls were swollen, and I was not going to alleviate them. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're in danger out here. What? What is going on? Look at this look on her face. And ma'am, you are not the thinnest woman out here. I mean, maybe you're not that big. Let me really go to your true waist size. That's more like it.
Another man.
Look at that shit. What? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I was wrong. I can see a little bit of it. I want you to look at oh my gosh. Look at the jiggly flats on this. Look at the lumps coming out that armpit. And you're so worried about somebody harassing you out here in an atmospheric nightlife setting where people are partying. Talk about it's harassment and other men are touching and wanting women. I don't understand. Jeez. No, don't come around. She's scared.
Oh, do you mind leaving me alone?
Leave me alone. You want my big body, don't you? You really want to make love to this body. It's oh, God.
Hi,
I just, my apologies. I know I just overdid the elephant sound effect, but it was really close to my heart. I really felt like that was the right thing to do at the moment. Here we go. Here's the next video because that was bullshit.
Hi, that guy has been following me. That's alright.
I was just wondering if you wanted to go grab dinner and then like my car's just parked over there. Huh? You sure? I'll grab your number. I'm pretty sure we've got mutuals.
I don't know you.
Huh?
I don't know you.
She's right.
Huh?
She's right.
Sorry?
She said she's right. She don't know me.
You sure? It's like my car's not that far. It's just over there.
Nah, she's right. She's all good.
I'm all good.
Yeah. So this is, of course, a situation where it looks, first I couldn't tell if this is real or fake, but it appears to be real, although who has the whole camera on it the whole time? I'm just not sure how that works out. But this young lady goes over to a couple and says, hey, like this guy's following me, harassing me, because this segment is about her not feeling safe and her feeling goddamn harassed. But you're walking. Once again, I think you guys are seeing a pattern here. Let me be clear about the pattern. Guys, here's the pattern. Women are always claiming that they're unsafe and that they're being harassed and that there's violence against them. But they're always putting themselves in the midst of where they will be harassed or violated. And they're also always wearing clothing that would also get them to that point. They're doing everything in their power to, it's like, well, they are. They're doing everything in their power to be in a situation. Then it's like going out into the ocean. You soak yourself in the blood of a pig and you go out into the ocean where it's shark infested and expecting sharks not to eat your ass alive. Then you want to blame the sharks, saying that they're predators and that you're unsafe. It really doesn't make sense, right? Like, what is going on? Now look at her.
Hi, that guy has been following.
You're a tight, young, Asian ass woman out here in a skirt. Woo! I can't. Let me. I'm sorry. I got to take you back to the big screen so you can get on it with me. Okay. You're out here in a skirt, and yes, them legs need some help. I mean, not the best of. Anyway, okay. You're out here in a cheerleader skirt or something. I mean, by yourself. You're alone. So once again, you put yourself out here in clothing that would seem somewhat sexualized in a way, not fully, but in a way. And you're at a peak of your life. You're young and beautiful. She's not like over 30. Okay. But you're out here alone and you're walking down a street. Okay. A place where predators may be. And you don't have a man there to protect you. So now that some goofy's after you, you go look for somebody else's man to protect you. That's crazy.
That's alright.
I was just wondering if you wanted to go grab dinner and then like.
Yeah, it's a cheerleading skirt. And you don't think dudes are gonna come holler at you. And if you really like them, let me be honest here.
My car's just parked over there.
If the reason, okay, and this is what I'm saying. Oh man, this is not rocket science, guys. If she really liked this guy and thought he was cute and awesome and she saw him flex in a car, she would be over there jumping in, and within 15 to 45 minutes, she'd be dropping neck in that motherfucker. Let's be honest. All right. But since she doesn't like him, he's a little weird. His style's weird. Yeah, just a lot. He probably smells funny. He looks like he smells bad. All right. She's not attracted. She's like, I can do a little better out here. That's why I'm wearing my cheerleader skirt today, sir. I mean, I can do better. And she's not feeling him. And he doesn't know when to quit. So he is a goofy for that.
Huh? You sure? I'll grab your number. I'm pretty sure we've got mutuals.
I don't know you.
Huh?
I don't know you.
She's right.
Huh?
She's right.
Yeah, and she looks like, boy, look at this head on, look at the head on this thing. Hold on. Look at this lady. Honestly, if you were to say what would a roughed up, streetwalker, Asian streetwalker look like, this is about it. I mean, most men would think this is pretty easy. This is going to be easy peasy. And it's unfortunate, but yeah, that's, if this is your daughter, sir, keep her ass at home. And ma'am, if this is your daughter, you did a horrible fucking job telling her that this is what she needs to be doing, looking like a streetwalker in a cheerleader ruffled type skirt out here walking the street looking crazy as hell. She looks like just a piece of ass out here. Let's be honest. All right. So guys are going to approach her because that's the primary thing that men want in this whole life. More than money, they want women and access to the female body. That's why they want money. Duh. Let's go.
She's wrong. She said she's wrong. She
Are you sure? It's like, car's not that far, it's just over there.
Yeah, he's not attractive.
She's wrong.
She's not attractive. Okay, so that's what it is. We got Jack Tripper here. I'm not sure why. But so basically, guys, that was a good session. We're 1 hour into this show. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go to the we're going to end the show here. I'm going to go through this slide and break this all down for you so we can end the first part. I keep saying end the show. We're just ending the first part. Thank you for being here. For those who are live and viewing this live, let's get down. But so here it is. So we just covered number 1, what she wants. She wants physical and psychological safety. I just gave you every bit of proof and evidence that she says one thing that she wants and she does a totally different thing. Because if she wanted physical and psychological safety, she would go find a goddamn husband. But she doesn't want that. She wants to always play the goddamn victim. Therefore, men have to suffer daily because you can't play a victim. Women can't play the victim, guys, unless men are the villains. You got to have a villain for your victim story, right? And that's where men are suffering in our society in a major way. And I'm here to change it. We need to fix it. So hopefully you understand. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down in this thing, man. This is hard work doing what I do. She wants freedom from violence. She puts herself in violent situations. Freedom from harassment. We just covered that in 3 or 4 videos. Coercion, fear. You're not going to be free of all that stuff. And then we have why she wants it. Now, we have to cover the rest of this. So why she wants it. Now this says, and not that I'm going to agree, but we'll see. Women are physically smaller and more vulnerable to male violence. That is absolutely true. Safety is not a luxury. It is the baseline requirement before she can pursue anything else. Right. So if safety is the baseline requirement, once again, guys, what's the solution to this? Go get you a husband, drop some goddamn neck, and sit your ass down. That's how you get safe, ma'am. You're walking around a whole half pipe short than men, little short arms, damn weak knees, little shoulders, big wide hips built for nesting. And why? Because you got a stomach full of eggs. Maybe you need to think about what you're actually here for in a position you need to be in, not walking down the street, on your slutter butter mission. That's not probably what's up. All right. Without safety, every other desire is irrelevant. And I agree with that. I mean, women want safety first. I totally get it. Okay. So here's number 3. Before we end the first part of the live stream, how men, children, and society are affected. Now, this is so important. So check this part out. Tell me if you disagree with this, because I doubt if you do. When she gets this from a husband, the safety, right? When she gets safety and the security from a husband, he becomes her protector. So it gives men a job with her now. Instead of being a predator or a violator to her, he's a protector now. That's why we have this displacement of men in society. So many men are single and thirsty. They're going to be approaching you. Now you're calling them predators when really they just want to be with you. They want a wife and they want somebody to protect and love. Children grow up in secure homes. Yes. Like the young girl earlier of the video that we played where she had to witness her mother being murdered, a little girl, because there's no father in the home, obviously, right? Men channel aggression into guardianship and purpose. Yes, 100%. Instead of them being aggressive in another way, like violence or trying to come on to you, aggressively trying to hit on you, they turn that once they have the woman, they channel that aggression. It turns into guarding you and having a purpose for their life. That's what men are built for. Men and women have our purposes. We're built for special things, and you have to let that happen in order for our society to flourish, right? Now, here's what happens when she gets it outside of a marriage. Here's what they do and tell me if these are lies or not. She relies on the state. Oh my, that's facts. She relies on police. Yep. Always gonna snitch on you to the police if she ain't feeling right about you. She relies on restraining orders. All facts. And surveillance. Ooh, that's good. Oh man. And children grow up in fear or instability. And that is a fact. And we just showed you video on that. And how about how men are viewed as threats by default when this happens? And I just told you that. Just said that. When men cannot have guardianship and protection over the women, they're just viewed as threats. And this is another reason we have a high prison population and men are having their lives ruined with false allegations and everything else. And also on number 3, to end it, it says eroding trust between the smexes. That is all facts all day. This is why we have this war between men and women. I'm telling you guys, the only way to fix this is to men and women, particularly men, because women aren't going to do it in general. Excuse me. We have to fight to take away women's right to work. When you take that away, they will do their proper job and work for their husbands, and men will do their proper job and work for their wives out in the world. That is the only way to fix this. All the math has been done. I have narrowed it down for years, and I have all the charts and things on that. We'll get into more of that in a later series. Actually, not in a later series. That's going to be here tonight, right now. After we take a small break, I'm going to come back here after we take a small break because I need a break. It's hot in here. And what I'm going to do is tell you guys the story of Bobby and Whitney. And we will have a full slideshow for this. I'll do at least a part 1 of the series. And it's not the Bobby and Whitney you're thinking about. So don't think it's like the real Bobby and Whitney, right? But I'm sorry. I done busted the intro. So what we'll do, we'll take a short break. I will come back after the short break and we will get into something on this live stream that you've never seen before put this way. I promise you, I'm here to make history with every stream and every video. And I know nobody brings you what I'm going to bring you in the same way. So I'll be back momentarily after this quick break. Let's go.
Massive protest in the streets worldwide as beloved Red Pill creator Ricky Red Pill sadly found dead in his Vegas hotel room Thursday night.
Social media icon Ricky Red Pill found dead.
This loss shocked the entire world, particularly the Red Pill community.
So many women have been out here getting away with murder, so I'm sure they're glad he's gone.
Well, Jack, tonight everyone's still in shock as Ricky was an extraordinary creator and masterful truth teller. It seems that we now live in a time where telling the truth isn't just illegal, but also deadly.
Ricky Red Pill's Matrix Decoded starts now.
Titus chapter 2 verse 4-5 ESV, 101 helpful votes. And so train the young women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind, and submissive to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be reviled.
I feel alone. Without a wife, I feel meaningless. And without kids, I feel without purpose. Overall, I guess I feel useless. And I spend my days wandering around aimlessly. I never knew that freedom and independence could be such a dark place. This world is making me feel like I have no value. And that really pisses me off. Everywhere I go, I see women driving nicer, newer cars, but I see very few men driving nice cars. And I know that these women didn't get their cars through their husbands, and that really pisses me off. Every time I enter a grocery store, or a hospital, or a bank, or even a restaurant, I see mostly women working, probably 80 to 90%. And I wonder who's giving jobs to men, or do they even care if men are gainfully employed and can take care of their families. And that really pisses me off. There's something so wrong in the air. It kind of feels like there's a war on men, or a war on being a husband or a father. And this makes me sad. And the sadness really pisses me off. The bottom line truth is that I want to die every day. But something inside of me, some message, keeps telling me that I need to exist. Therefore, I exist.
This morning, an urgent investigation after 2 people were found. Authorities rushing to the scene Friday morning only to discover the 2 victims, each with at least 1 gunshot wound. The gunman is still on the run as police search for answers, calling this a double homicide.
All right, and welcome back to Matrix Decoded, the #1 expert. That is me, Ricky RedPill, here to decode the Matrix for you in 4K. So what we're going to do is go back to the slideshow setup. Thank you for bearing with the break, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what we're going to do. We just covered safety in this live stream, and now we're going to cover the story of Bobby. I'm sorry, I messed that all the way. The story of Bobby and Whitney. Let's start with Bobby first. Okay, let's do this. Here it is. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. It's probably gonna last a minute and a half, I promise. Anyway, I'm gonna break that promise. All right, so here's what I want you to understand. Excuse me. When Bobby goes to work, right, for an employer, money represents nothing he longs to receive from a woman in a relationship, right? So please, that is the deepest part, like the first thing you have to understand. When men go to work in the workplace for employers, okay, they receive what's called money, paycheck, cashola, whatever you want to put, right? Put it on card, whatever you got to do. He gets that and he gives it to her. He uses money to provide for the woman he loves or women he loves. You know how men, they just want to, basically guys, they use money to gain access to women, the female body. And if he wants to start a family with her, access to her womb. All right. That's how that works. So once again, he gets nothing from an employer that he would get from a relationship with a woman. So let's go to the next slide here. Now, Whitney, on the other hand, this is Bobby and Whitney. Look how I did this. I'm a sick guy. Anyway, Whitney goes to work, right? She gets money. And when she gets the money, it equals the same exact provision a husband would give her. Now, remember when Bobby went to work, he didn't get any of these provisions, or not provisions, but he didn't get anything he would get from a woman in a relationship, because men and women are different, guys. We are not the same. That's why women's right to work does not match men's right to work, because when men go to work, it doesn't break them apart from women. But when women go to work, they are actually getting married to the company. All right. And not to men. Now she turns around and looks at men and says, you're nothing now because I'm married to a company. I have money. So now you have to impress me with endless dates and smecks and children if I want them, but I'm not going to marry you because she's already married to a company. And if you do try to marry her, you'll be unhappy forever, right? Because she'll never truly love and respect you because you're not the primary provider. Next slide, Ricky. All right. So now here's the story of Whitney is married to the company. All right. So the company cannot give Whitney. Okay. The company cannot take her on dates, right? These are things that women want, but they're married to a company. So it's an open relationship, guys. When she's married to a company, yeah, she gets the provision which is the primary thing she wants from a man she would be married to, but she does not get the dates. The company owner cannot generally do that for most American women, right? The company can't give her romance. You know, men provide romance and women love to receive it. Women do not provide romance, but the company can't give her that either. And then the company overall cannot be her companion. So when she's married to the company, she is sitting at dinner alone. And somebody has to fill that void. Guess who's going to fill this void for Whitney? Your goofy ass. It's going to be you. And I need the "that you" sound effect. I will have to go snatch that up here soon. All right. Next slide. Now here, once again, the company cannot give her certain things. The company also cannot give her children. Equally, they can't build a family, and she can't build a family and a legacy through the company's provision. That is the problem. Her nature says that this does not work. Female nature is why women in the workplace does not work, and male nature is why it doesn't work, because men, our primary relationship value is external to our skin. We aren't the bag. Women are the bag. We have to go get a bag, and women in a workplace destroys that. But I digress. Bottom line here for Whitney, all the things she wants is going to have to come from random men. Only random men, not a husband, right? So Whitney discovers that dates, romance, and children can generally only come from random men. Now, some women do get it from husbands still. They still get married. It's just a horribly nasty, toxic, dysfunctional relationship, you know. And not from a committed husband. This is the general outcome. She's going to get children from random guys because she can't get it from the company. And this is why we have a baby mama epidemic in America. Okay. She's going to get dates and romance, i.e. hookup culture, from random dudes. And it's all because she's married to the company. And this is just something I wanted to show you real quick. I'm trying to make it easy for you to understand America's true problems, what's really going on, and how we need to fix it. When I discovered a few years ago, it's like really 3-4 years ago, after crunching all the math, I did all the math. I'm a former computer programmer. I've owned a statistics company. I'm into numbers and math. In college, I was a horrible college student. I only got an A in one class, one course, and that was logic. Once I did the numbers on this, and back then I was in a group, we were called the RedPill researchers. Once we did the numbers and I discovered that women's right to work was the cause of 99.962% of America's problems. The crime rate is because of women's right to work. Hookup culture, the thottery, the broken homes and broken marriages that we have now. You know, the unsafe streets, single motherhood was never this problem. And it's all because greedy politicians and company owners set this up to fail American families. They want access to the women, to the children, right? They want all the money in the world, and they want to live forever. And there's only one way to get that. It's to break them in and send the women. It's to break them in and send them to prisons, graveyards, and make them sus and weird, right? And I'm tired of it. I want to fight for our men. I want to fight for our families. I want to fight for our girls and our women. And I want to fight for our children, because we're all losing because of these greedy, disgusting people. They know human nature just as well as I do. And they knew that they could create a certain amount of laws, set them up a certain way that would doom us all to hell. And let me see if I have another slide to show you before we get out of here. Let's see. It's not the re-choice. Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can find this. Not economic, not money. All right. So I guess I'll just do another thing on it. Real quick, something else I can show you though here. I'll go here. Everything that men do, guys, is for women, basically. Everything men do, and you can deny that if you want to, but they're put here by whatever God or whatever created humans to motivate us to do the things that we do. We want the love of these women. We want their attention and we want their affection. And we have to give them cash and prizes to receive that, right? Now, for women, this is quite different, right? It's basically opposite to men. Everything women do is for that money that we provide, the lifestyle, the provision, right? And that is that's natural to women. There's nothing wrong with that. She's supposed to do that. That's what drives us to go get it. So it's a relationship that has always worked. And what we call that over here is the Ricorian covenant. There is a covenant between men and women where men go get these resources and trade it off for access to her value, which is internal and under her skin. This is how humans work, guys. We don't work any other way. Doesn't matter what year it is. It can be 2026 or 3084. Human nature will not change. We are hard coded to this. Just like a computer has a hardware that you can touch and type on and look at, it also has an internal software, the operating system. Humans have an operating system that has women chase lifestyle, money, provision, and that has men chase those things to give to her because we're chasing her. Once you let women enter the workplace and make that something that you push it as an initiative for them, it breaks apart that covenant between men and women. It bypasses it and lets women go to the money and marry company owners. Therefore, company owners theoretically have thousands of wives, hundreds of wives, sometimes hundreds of thousands of wives. Because as soon as she goes and starts working for that company, she is now married to it. As I showed you in the beginning of the last slideshow with Bobby and Whitney, when he goes and works there for the company, when men go work for the company, they're not married to it because he gets nothing that he would get from a relationship with the woman from the company. He goes and gives that to women, and that's how we work. But I'll end this here. It has been a magnificent live stream. I hope you like little Ricky down there keeping you ladies safe and protected, because this whole episode was really about your safety. I just wanted to hit that last part and really get that in there. But it's been good. We've been on here for about an hour plus. If you paid 72 cents, then you definitely got your money's worth. But I hope you guys appreciate what I'm trying to bring to you. It is real out here. I'm trying to save this country. And I know that what these other weirdos are talking about is not going to do that. I know we're all get a little upset and angry. I get it, but we just have too many suspect males out here. They're not men, they're males trying to represent the RP and the red pill. And there is no, as far as I can see, there are people that are doing good jobs in certain sections of it, but the overall thing, the overall fix, the overall problems, it's Ricky. I'm the only one that has this. I can't even see who has this. So I'll take you further. We'll do more shows. I might come back on tonight, maybe not, but if not, I'll be back on tomorrow early. You guys have a great night. This has been very special. Like I say, I keep doing this damn intro, and there we go. And I'll see you guys on the next one, bro. Let's go.
Massive protest in the streets worldwide as beloved Red Pill creator Ricky Red Pill sadly found dead in his Vegas hotel room Thursday night.
Social media icon Ricky Red Pill found dead.
This loss shocked the entire world, particularly the Red Pill community.
So many women have been out here getting away with murder, so I'm sure they're glad he's gone.
Well, Jack, tonight everyone's still in shock as Ricky was an extraordinary creator and masterful truth teller. It seems that we now live in a time where telling the truth isn't just illegal, but also deadly.
Ricky Red Pill's Matrix Decoded starts now.
Titus chapter 2 verse 4-5 ESV, 101 helpful votes. And so train the young women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind, and submissive to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be reviled.
I feel alone. Without a wife, I feel meaningless. And without kids, I feel without purpose. Overall, I guess I feel useless. And I spend my days wandering around aimlessly. I never knew that freedom and independence could be such a dark place. This world is making me feel like I have no value, and that really pisses me off. Everywhere I go, I see women driving nicer, newer cars, but I see very few men driving nice cars. And I know that these women didn't get their cars through their husbands, and that really pisses me off. Every time I enter a grocery store, or a hospital, or a bank, or even a restaurant, I see mostly women working, probably 80 to 90%. And I wonder who's giving jobs to men, or do they even care if men are gainfully employed and can take care of their families? And that really pisses me off. There's something so wrong in the air. It kind of feels like there's a war on men, or a war on being a husband or a father. And this makes me sad. And the sadness really pisses me off. The bottom line truth is that I want to die every day, but something inside of me, some message, keeps telling me that I need to exist. Therefore, I exist.
This morning, an urgent urgent investigation after 2 people were found. Authorities rushing to the scene Friday morning only to discover the 2 victims, each with at least 1 gunshot wound. The gunman is still on the